6 minutes, 5 lives lost, countless others marred forever by injury, trauma, and loss. Today, 1 year later, we look back at the short-lived but long-lasting tragedy at a Colorado Springs LGBTQ+ bar, Club Q. November 19th, 2022, 10:15, a night of community gathering at Club Q. Police reports show a soon-to-be mass shooter amongst the crowd before disappearing outside. 11:56, shots fired, and the first 911 call. 4 minutes later, the clock strikes midnight, and the first police cruiser is on scene. Police say by the time officers arrived, 4 people died, dozens more injured, one of whom later died at the hospital. Richard Fierro and Thomas James started the night enjoying quality time with family and friends. They ended the night as heroes. Both ran to take down the shooter, grabbed the gun, and beat the suspect until help arrived. 12:02, Monday morning, November 20th. The suspect is in custody. By 12:15, 3 radio calls asking for more squads to respond and help, the victim count growing with each call. Responders loaded victims into ambulances and took them to area hospitals. By 12:35, a message. There were no other patients who needed medical help. 5 lives cut short, 17 people shot and left to recover. Now, 5 others were reported injured but not shot, and these numbers really do nothing to explain the dozens of other victims to trauma. Now, the shooter was sentenced to 5 life sentences without parole for those 5 lives that were lost. And the shooter, who identifies as non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, also got another 3 years for hate crime charges. They have since been moved to an out-of-state prison. The Colorado Department of Corrections says that the shooter was transferred to Wyoming out of safety concerns. Now, while the case has come to a close at the state level, further charges could happen at the federal level. The FBI opened its own investigation, and if there are in fact federal charges, it could mean placement in a federal prison or even the death penalty, which is illegal in the state of Colorado. Now, Club Q is one of nearly 650 mass shootings that happened in the United States just last year. According to the Gun Violence Archive, the United States experienced 647 mass shootings in 2022. There are varying definitions of a mass shooting, but the Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting when 4 or more people are killed or injured. So far in 2023, we have been seeing a little bit more than 600 mass shootings. A CNN report shows that through November 22nd of last year, 607 mass shootings were recorded. Now, 11 of this year's mass shootings have happened in Colorado so far just this year, 6 of them in Denver alone. Now, it's been a difficult year for this community, of course, and today is a difficult day in its own right. It's also Transgender Day of Remembrance. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us from the newsroom. And Courtney, resources are available for people who need that kind of support.
Yeah, that's right, Jordan. After doing some community surveying last year, the Center on Colfax found that 75% of the local LGBTQ community was dealing with mental health struggle or depression. That's why the center started offering culturally inclusive mental health services or 12 free counseling sessions for community members. The center is also hosting a memorial event tonight for Transgender Day of Remembrance. They have photos and names displayed of 25 people across the country who died from violence. Rex Fuller is the CEO of the Center on Colfax. He says the LGBTQ community is dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety right now, 1 year after the Club Q shooting, on top of legislative attacks in the last year and more. He says that's why it's so important to offer support.
A goal for our center is just really to try and create community and to make it so that people don't feel that they're all by themselves. So that's where a lot of our program comes from, is just a chance for people to interact with others and find out that they are not an island, that other people have experienced similar things to what they're experiencing.
If you're interested in the free therapy sessions through the center, check out their website, lgbtqcolorado.org, where you can sign up under the programs tab. They also have a list of support groups and inclusive healthcare providers. If you'd like to be physically in the community today, the center's Memorial for Transgender Day of Remembrance starts at 6 o'clock tonight. Jordan.
All right, Courtney, we're very appreciative of you breaking that down for us because we know those are resources that people need. So thank you for that. Now, there are plenty of other services available if you need help as well. Colorado Crisis Services is available 24/7. You can call them at 1-844-493-8255, or you can text the word TALK to 38255. You can also access resources through the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can just dial 988 for that. Corey and Erica, this morning as we are back out here live in front of what was Club Q, now turned into a memorial. It is simultaneously heavy and beautiful. Heavy, of course, because we remember what happened here, but beautiful because this is where the community says that they can come to feel close to the victims and to connect with other hurting people to find that healing. Corey and Erica?
And Jordan, that memorial just keeps growing behind you. There are so many messages out there and candles that continue to burn this morning.
It truly is a sight to see this morning, and we saw the same thing when you and I were out here last year, Corey. But yes, absolutely, those beautiful flowers, the candles that remain to burn even as the wind continues to whip. We see some snowfall this morning as well, and the beautiful pictures of the five lives that were lost that day. We will continue to remember them in our coverage this morning.
Absolutely. Jordan, thank you.